Hello, I'm Fox, the coordinator or con chair of Futuricon, that is Rikon 2020, that is Eurocon 2020. I'm joined today once again by my faithful friend and best friend during the lockdown, Coffee. Also, in the last video, I hinted that I may or may not have been wearing pants while recording. Keep guessing. As promised, this is an update, let's call it progress report number 3, about the fate of Futuricon. I wanted to make a funny introduction and a grand reveal, but then I remembered that the title and description would already be spoilers. So that's it. Futuricon is going to be an online convention and a virtual Eurocon. I'll give you a second. Done processing? Okay. Um, there are probably many questions after this announcement. Like, what? How? When? How much? How long? Prices, programming, guest entertainment, venue, technology, those are all very serious topics, and we'll be spending some time together until the end of this video going through them. So let's start with the why. We are currently living in times that politicians and scientists are calling the new normal, or depending on who you ask, the new abnormal. While restrictions are indeed being lifted everywhere, and it is likely that public gatherings in our target number will be allowed in October, there are still many obstacles in place. Will there be new restrictions? Is public funding for cultural events going to take a serious hit? Ha! We already know that one. Yes, it is. We're just not sure if it will be serious or fucking serious. Will the university still be willing or able to give us the full scope of the venue? Will international fans be able to travel and find accommodation? Will domestic and international fans have money to travel to the convention and find accommodation? Those are all important questions. We considered waiting and thinking about the answers until July or even early August, but that would have only meant 2 or 3 months of everyone not having a clue what was going on and wasting everyone's time for no reason at all. That was the why. Obviously, all of the questions for the future are more important because now we have to change everything we know, love, and understand about conventions and turn it into something new and exciting that people are also going to love and enjoy. So, get ready for something you've never seen before, a weekend of online televised convention programming, a convention experience you've never seen before that will blow your mind. What? Oh, the producers are telling me that we haven't started making any special effects yet and that we're saving the special effects budget for the actual convention material. Logical, isn't it? Moving on. The special new experience thing I said was not a joke. Futuricon will fully take place in a virtual environment on the originally planned dates from the 2nd to the 4th of October this year, and we mean to deliver on the experience. We're currently listing all the gear and equipment we are going to need, and we are going to prepare a studio from which we will run the show through multiple streaming channels. That means all programming, lectures, panels, quizzes, presentations, gaming, workshops, and things will partly be happening live from the studio, partly be live streamed from the internet, and partly be pre recorded and played during the programming hours. Now, before we dive deeper into programming, let's talk for a second about money. Despite going online, Futuricon will not be free. However, we are making it as accessible as humanly possible. So far, Futuricon membership has had two price brackets, 10 euro or 70 kuna when we won the bid, and 15 euro or 90 kuna that was supposed to be active until next Monday. The price of Futuricon Online, starting right now, will instead be 10 euro or 50 kuna. The price difference between euro and kuna this time is because we want to make the convention as accessible as possible, but having a price lower than 10 euro for foreigners is not viable because of banking and transaction fees. Everyone who purchased their membership while it was 15 euro or 90 kuna will be compensated for it during or after the convention weekend with a special virtual goodie bag. Similarly, a virtual goodie bag will be secured for those who purchased a supporting membership and do not become full members by the end of the convention. All the details about pricing and purchasing the membership can be found on our website, futuricon.eu, under the section Membership Tickets. Just for the sake of clarity, no part of the convention programming will be available for free, and the full programming will be available for this singular minimal price. As for everyone who purchased the ticket ahead of time, we understand that this type of convention might not be what you imagined or wanted, but unfortunately, no refunds are possible. It is, however, possible for you to transfer your membership to someone else, but you must find that person yourself and provide us with all the relevant details by email. Now, back to programming. Our existing programming participants and partners have been notified of all of these changes earlier this week. Our current guests of honor remain Adrian Tchaikovsky and Ivica Pulyak, but we will ensure that the contents they deliver to the convention are of the highest possible quality. We will also be pursuing other special guest appearances, but there's really no need to discuss names at this time. The basic premise is as follows. Lectures will be pre-recorded or held live from the studio if hosted by someone local or someone from the organizing team. Panel discussions will be pre-recorded shortly before the convention, and their subsequent Q&A sessions will take place live in the intended time slots. Literature, fandom, convention, or other presentations will be pre-recorded unless they are local enough to be held from the studio. Quizzes will also be taken care of in a specific way depending on the quiz and location of the host. Gaming events will be live streamed by our partners, and cosplay events will be partly pre-recorded and partly held live. Award ceremonies, which we obviously aren't giving up on, will also be held live. So what's a convention without a dealer's room, you say? Excellent question. Dealers will have the opportunity to record videos presenting themselves and their offers, as well as create shorter ad-like videos to be played between other programming elements. The same goes for artists and exhibitions. As far as technical limitations go, our programming, dealer's room, and exhibition teams will be discussing options and conditions with everyone involved. Our desire is to be able to accommodate as many program participants as possible and have them present as many things as possible, but we also have some limits in terms of available time slots and how far we are willing to go with technology. One more thing. We're going to spend all of June talking to everyone who previously submitted programming items about what they want to do and how they want to proceed. And in July, we are going to open another wave of programming submissions to target some specific participants, contents, and audiences. We'll definitely let you know in time. Some of you international fans watching this video might be wondering, what about all the ESFS items? What about the ESFS awards? What about selecting the site for Eurocon 2022? I'm ready, here it comes. We've held a meeting with the ESFS board to discuss the details. They will be publishing the preliminary information around the same time as we've published this video. And here are the details. The ESFS Awards nomination deadlines will remain as normal. The nominations will open in July, exact date to be announced later. The last day of nominations to be accepted is Tuesday, the 1st of September, so 1 month before the convention. The board asks that any bids for the 2022 Eurocon announce their intention to put themselves forward by the same deadline as the nominations, which is again Tuesday, the 1st of September. The board and the European fandom are currently aware of one bid for 2022, Luxembourg, supported by the team who runs LuxCon. For anyone who wants to propose items to be added to the agenda of the ESFS General Meeting, apart from all of the usual items, the deadline is also Tuesday, the 1st of September. National delegates who wish to present their country's nominations during the ESFS General Meeting will be asked to pre-record their presentation. Details of formatting, length, and upload method will be supplied by us, the Futuricon organizing team, at a later date. As far as the general meeting is concerned, it will be held live using video conferencing during the convention at a designated time, and all convention members will be able to attend. We intend to play the pre-recorded ESFS nomination videos from delegates and pre-recorded bid videos during the general meeting. As usual, during the general meeting, we will ask the two delegates for each country to identify themselves. Voting for the ESFS awards will be electronic. As always, there will be 2 delegate votes for each country, and voting will be anonymous using specific software, which we will announce in time. If a bid vote for 2022 is required, the same voting system will be used, with the usual addition of the ability of non-delegate ESFS members who are attending the meeting to be able to vote. The SFS award ceremony will be held live from the convention studio, along with the local artifact award ceremony. Awards and diplomas will be mailed to the winners after the convention. So, long story short, all of the ESFS business will be handled pretty much the same as it always is. Okay, we have a couple of more things to go through before we wrap this up. One of the items, or one of the things you may be wondering about is, hey, he's been mentioning this studio they're preparing the whole time. Studios sometimes involve an audience. An audience means that there can be visitors at the convention. If the convention studio can accommodate an audience, oh my, does that mean that we can actually come to a virtual convention in person? First of all, congratulations for thinking fast. Totally busted. What, really? We can come to the convention? No. Well, not really, okay? Okay, yes, but no. We will have a studio that will support a small audience, and we will have a lounge area where local fans will be able to gather in limited and allowed numbers, but we are not sure what the exact capacity will be or can be. Our recommendation is that nobody makes travel and accommodation plans, as there is no way for us to guarantee you will be able to physically participate. That's why we intend this to be filled by local fans. We will let everyone know as soon as possible, of course, which may not actually be before September, depending on what the universe looks like at that time. Now, one last thing. Platforms, technologies, equipment, video editing, streaming services, we're taking care of it all. But it is also around 3 months way too soon to talk about specifics. The important thing is we have the people who have the knowledge. We're already very grateful for their existence, and they haven't even started building our future yet. Whew. I feel like I've covered everything, or at least all of the most important things. I mean, I can mention something else. For example, we've already received a couple of offers like a month ago from people who want to submit programming items only if the convention goes online because there's no way for them to make it in person anyway. Personally, it's people like those, along with everyone in the organizing team, who stands, well, mostly united behind this decision, that make me feel optimistic about creating an incredible virtual convention. And it makes me feel like this is an excellent opportunity to create a new value and a new experience in the European fandom. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for listening. Keep following us on our dedicated Facebook pages, Futuricon and Rikon, on our website, futuricon.eu, and on Instagram and Twitter. If you have any more questions, you can find how to contact us on all of those locations. Stay safe and see you soon in another update.